Welcome to Open Italy. We are very happy and very proud that from Italy we start to use framing to the public, to the clients, to the colleagues that from all the world. So we have here from Dominican Republic, from Germany, from France, from Portugal. So thanks so much to be here. We attend the webinar in English, and we sometimes, if it's needed, we can talk in Italian too. But anyway, I suggest you to use the chat for every question. Will be a question time at the end of the webinar. But for every question that you have during the slides that we will talk about, that we represent. Is not a problem. We can answer you in real time. My name is Denis Andrian. I'm the broker of records of XP Italy, and I'm very glad to have you here. We worked a lot with the guys with the XP agents in Italy to prepare the presentation of today, because we want to give you an overview of the real estate market of Italy, and about all the potential that we have in Italy about residential, about luxury, about commercial. We will give you all the data of the market on the last 3 months, about June, July, and August. So fresh data that we share with you to understand exactly how is the market and which opportunities are in Italy for the real estate market. So I don't want to lose so much time today. So let's talk and let's present why to invest in Italy. I just recommend that to use the letters on the keyboard ASD KWE to move the avatar and to jump here in the area of the tribune. Quindi usate I tasti ASD, QWE sulla tastiera per muovervi con i vostri avatar. Okay, let's go. So reasons for a property in Italy. Whenever you look for a sea, mountains, lake, city or countryside view, Italy offers any scenario you wish. In addition to the most renowned art cities that normally you know, Milan, Rome, Florence, Venice, some of the most recognized luxury destinations in the world are in Italy, such as Como Lake, Tuscany, Cortina, and Sardinia. If that wasn't enough, Italy, as you know, hosts 55 UNESCO protected sites. So Italy is the richest cultural heritage in the world. If it's not enough, Italy enjoys an average of from 2,400 up to 3,000 hours of sunshine each year, comparing the half that are in Central Europe. So you can take advantage of the beautiful landscapes all the time during the year, for all the seasons. 7 great reasons to move to Italy. Sun and climate. So we have more than 300 days of sunshine a year. Food and wine. We have the food and wine in Italy that is, in our opinion, the best ones in the world, and the quality life. Georges Clooney said that I was always rushing, and I learned to slow down, observing them, so the Italians, after a day of work, getting around the table, a good wine, chatting friends, they are people who enjoy life, know how to celebrate this life and how to celebrate it. So absolutely quality of life that is in Italy, thanks to all the history that we have from the past, and especially for the nature that we have. Health. In 2018, Bloomberg listed Italy as the 4th nation in the world for modernity of its hospital. Cost of living. Italy is, most of parts of Italy is cheaper than the other countries in Europe, so respect United Kingdom, France, Sweden, and so on. And especially doors to the world. We have 126 airports, 30 of which are international. So it's extremely easy to reach any destination from and in Italy, wherever you are. and lost cost of real estate. So after the real estate crisis, the value of the residential market started to recover only after 2016. Okay, and for this reason, it's easy to find unmissable opportunities, especially in countryside town on seaside resorts. Let's talk about the numbers about Italy. So this is an average value of request properties from foreign clients. So as you see, around 80% of the clients are asking properties up to 500,000 euro, and 20% of the requests are over, so from 500,000 euro and over 1 million and so on. And you see that is almost split in three parts exactly, almost 30% up to 100,000 euro, up to 250, and around 20% from 250 to 500. So it's very important this to understand even the clients that are looking for foreign countries. This is a chart where we're talking about foreign clients that are buying in Italy. It's very important this to understand which kind of clients are coming and which properties are looking for in terms of prices. So let's talk now the last data that we have year to year from June to August 2022. So requests from France on the listing portal Gateway, that is international listing portal. From France, we had plus 32% respect the last year. From USA, plus 16, or almost 17%. From Germany, almost 13% plus respect 1 year ago. And plus 8%, more than 8% from UK. So at the moment, these are the 4 top countries that are requesting Italy. It's very important this to understand, even for Italian brokers, agents, where to focus even the advertising. Let's talk now about the top regions. Top regions are basically always the same. So Tuscany, plus 19% respect 1 year ago. Lombardia, normally Lombardia, what is Milan, Como, and so on. So where are the lakes of the north? We have plus 11. Puglia, plus 8.2. Sicily, plus 7. And plus 7 even for Sardinia. So this is the top regions requesting during the last summer that we just finished. So from June to August 2022. So what they are looking for, which are the most requested properties by foreign customers. I just wanted to tell you that if you want to see better the monitor there, you can click on the monitor behind me and click zoom, so you see the chart perfectly. So almost 50% of the clients are looking for apartments and flats. More than 30% are looking for villas, 6% semi-detached villas, then almost 6% commercial, small villas 4%, industrial almost 1%. Sorry. And let's talk about now, with respect of hypothesis of purchasing a property in Italy, foreign clients, they believe that they have clear ideas on location or type of investment. And we have quite 50% of clients that want to be guided by an expert. So it's very important this, because 50%, almost 50% of the clients that want to buy in Italy, they need a real estate agent. So they need that we follow them, that we give all the informations. They need to be support in what they are looking for. So it's very important what we do in Italy, like real estate agents. We need to support all these people, but even who they have clear ideas and which kind of investment to do, of course they need a local broker, a local agent. Let's go. So the main reasons why foreign customer purchase in Italy. So almost 50% is for holidays. So in a house to come here and have an holiday. So 22% is temporary use due to the job. Almost 18% post-retirement relocation, and around 11% for investment. That is very important, even to understand which kind of advertising that normally we have to do in terms of advertising in local or even international web portals. Let's check where to invest in Italy. So in Italy, we have 7,500 kilometers of sea coast and almost 6,000 kilometers of ski slopes. So really, it's a country that's interesting for every kind of client that want to enjoy the nature. So what we suggest before to have an idea what to invest in Italy is to answer to these 4 questions. So basically, is what I like to do in Italy, how long I will stay in Italy, which are my passion, my hobbies, and which is my investment target. Why? Because when it's clear what I really want, it's very easy for a real estate agent in Italy to suggest you which is the best location for you. It's important that the investor, the client that comes in Italy, have a clear idea why they want to enjoy this amazing country. Okay, let's start with the colleagues. Now we go to have an overview, area by area, so cities and the regions, to understand exactly which is the market, which kind of clients come, and which are the typical properties they're looking for. I invite to the stage here Giuseppe Scaramuzzino, our agent that works in Milan area. Giuseppe, the stage is yours. Please switch on the microphone.
Grazie Dennis. Good morning everyone. I'm Giuseppe Scaramuzzino, real estate agent for over 25 years and the first registered agent in Italy. I have the pleasure to introduce you the city of Milan, Lombardy. Milan is a city of great charm, famous worldwide for being the capital of fashion, design, but also for business and investment. The city is very well served in terms of public transport, and it's easily accessible from the major European cities, and not only, of course. Milan is the capital of Lombardy, a region rich in art and nature. It's also known as the region of the lakes. Lake Como, Lake Garda, and Lake Maggiore are, in fact, the mainly touristic destinations. So the question is how much it costs to live in Milan and why is it so important to invest here. The average purchase price is over 5,000 euros per square meter, with the highest prices in the historic center of the city, of course. But it's interesting to note that the city is also developing in the suburbs with major urban redevelopment projects like former Area 5 project, the most important urban regeneration project and the one of the largest in Europe, new San Siro Soccer Stadium, Winter Olympic Games, regeneration of railway yard and others. Moreover, very interesting are also the rents for the residential investments with an average of over 20 euros per square meter that guarantee a good profitability. In fact, we have an increase of almost 5% for sale and over 3% for sale for rents compared to last year. This development will serve to attract more and more students, foreign workers, residents, and to establish headquarters of multinationals and the opening of new hotels, student residence, offices, and co-working spaces. And it's something involving the whole city, not just downtown. All these reasons and many others make Milan is an increasingly interesting city, not only for living but also for investing. For this, my main clients are investors, real estate funds, foreign clients, both for sales and rents, buyers looking simply for a new main residence. Thank you very much for your attention, and for those who want to depend and have more information, I stay at your disposal. Grazie.
Thank you, Giuseppe. Let's go to Venice. So Thomas Stevanato, come on the stage.
Thank you so much, Dennis, and welcome everybody. Obviously, Venice doesn't need any introduction. Everybody knows the site of San Marco Square, the overview from Rialto Bridge, and the peculiarity of a city floating over the water. But Veneto, the region where Venice lies, is way more than this. Consider that in an area of 18,000 square kilometers and just in a couple of hours by car, we can move from Jesolo, a bustling city on the Adriatic Sea, to the breathtaking Dolomites or to the Garda Lake. The real estate market in Venice area offers a wide selection of realty. When the client thinks about Venice, he obviously thinks of the historical city center, where we can find historical apartments from 40 square meters up, historical palaces and hotels. But the real estate market of Venice is not just that. In the mainland, just 2 minutes from the city center, we have many recent apartments and villas. Which average price in the historical city center is 4,300 euro per square meter. In the mainland, it's 1,500 euro per square meter. Therefore, in the mainland, you can find apartments starting from 100,000 euro, whilst in the city center, a renovated apartment is around €500,000 euro. Consider that the mainland is just 10 minutes away from the city center by bus, tram, or train. Besides the residents, the Venice area attracts a lot of investors, both Italian and foreigners, mainly Americans, French, and Germans. In particular, in 2022, requests from foreign clients had an increase of 35% in comparison to the same period in 2021. 75% of foreign clients look for luxury realty in nearly mint condition, realty ready to use as a holiday home or for making income. While most American investors focus on the city center, most of the Germans love to buy realty on the Venetian shoreline, mainly on Jesolo. Just a few minutes by boat from the city center, Jesolo lived an ambitious urban revitalization program starting from the 90s through the so-called master plan of Kenzo Tange. Many hotels were reconverted to resorts and many towers were erected. The participation of many well-known artist stars through the years built up the actual characteristic Jesolo skyline. This vertical development, added to the construction of the widest pedestrian area in Europe for a total of 8 kilometers, gave new life to the economic and social framework of Jesolo, so that it is often called the Miami of the Adriatic Sea. Most of the investors look for apartments as a holiday home or to live, but we have companies looking for apartments, hotel, and Villa Venete too. The latter are typical buildings of the area. We are talking about edifices built by aristocrats' families of the Serenissima, the historical Sea Republic of Venice, since the 15th century. They are majestic mansions in the mainland where Venetian nobles spent their holiday. We can find Villa Venete starting from a couple of kilometers from Venice as the crow flies, and they spread up to the Prosecco Hills north of Treviso. During centuries, more than 4,000 Villa Venete were built, and the majority are still in good condition, since many of them are still livable nowadays. And since the very beginning, the most famous architects like Palladio or Sansovino were called to design those villas, and paintings and sculptures were entrusted to artists like Veronese and Tiepolo. The 24 Venetian villas designed by Palladio are nowadays UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Only a small number of villas are owned by the state or the church, and 80% are private, and with the possibility to find them on the market starting from €1 million up. Many thanks for listening, everybody. I hope you decide to come visit Venice area soon.
Thank you so much, Thomas. I just want to invite, I come behind here, please use on the keyboard the letters A, S, D, Q, W, E to move the avatar. Per gli italiani usate sulla tastiera le lettere A, S, D, Q, W, E per muovere l'avatar e venire sulla parte davanti delle tribune. Grazie. Bene, Okay, let's move to Bologna, the center of quite center of Valle Padania in Italy, with Vincenzo Gurnari. Vincenzo, stage is yours.
Thank you, Dennis. Hi all, welcome. I'm Vincenzo. I'm speaking to you from Bologna. And okay, Bologna is one of the most dynamic real estate markets in Italy in terms of negotiation time, price trends, and business volume. But what are the most important elements for the real estate market? They are 4 elements for Bologna. First, a strategic central location. In fact, from Bologna, you can easily reach the Adrian Riviera, Venezia, Firenze, Milano, and Roma. Second, the oldest university in Europe, which still attracts a large number of students from all over the world. Third, the presence of many young entrepreneurs that boost the city's economy, which is among the most solid in Italy. And then the presence of a very important hospital center. Well, Bologna is one of the largest metropolitan areas in Italy, but it offers the typical tranquility of a provincial city and is always at the top of the charts for quality of life in Italy. The medieval historical center is one of the best preserved in Europe. It's 40 kilometers of porticos and red brick buildings are iconic. This gives the city a warm atmosphere and welcoming atmosphere. Around the center, the city has developed with modern architecture, excellent facilities, and many green areas for the well-being of families. The city area has 392,000 inhabitants, of whom 55% not native. Of these, 84,000 are students and 62,000 foreigners. Therefore, the residential and tourist rental market is very active, with more than 1,000 new contracts each year, with annual price in the range of 110-150 euro per square. Therefore, the market of investors is very vibrant. The investors look for small 1 or 2 bedroom flats between 50 and 19 square. But many people who come to Bologna to study or to work choose to live permanently in the city. Therefore, the market for purchasing a first home or improving housing conditions is very dynamic. In this case, typical clients are university graduates aged between 35 and 55. They are usually looking for flats of 50 and 105 square that are new or need to be renovated in order to be customized. price. The average price varies by area. The highest values are in the historical center and near the hills, in area shoot of the city. The lowest prices are in the northern area, toward the Pianura Padana. Thanks for your attention and good continuation.
Grazie, Vincenzo. Thank you so much, Vincenzo. So let's jump here. Michele today, no, because he had an issue. So I will introduce now. Oh, sorry, just wait. Okay, I introduce now what is Porto Venere and Cinque Terre. I will talk instead of Michele. So that's here we are in Liguria. Liguria, as you see on the circle, is in the northwest of Italy. It's a very interesting area. So about average price, as you see here on the chart, depends where we are in the areas, because as you see, we can start from really cheap prices for less than 1,000 euro per square meter up to 3,600 nearest the cities, and up to 18,000 in Portofino, that is the Cinque Terre, is the most area with the expensive area, with very nice flats and villas, seafront, most of the time are Pied and Low. So the main clients that come in this area of Liguria, people looking for a second home for their families, and sometimes for business purpose, renting apartments, villas to tourists. And so many agencies, they are there, they all owners managing their second homes. So it's very interesting for agents to have an agency there for sales, but to manage too for seasonal rentals. And the typical properties of the area are apartments near the coast, as you see amazing pictures here on the bottom of the chart, independent houses and country houses or villas in the hinterland. The kind of morphology of the land of Liguria is that, as you see, all the long part of Liguria is one side on the sea, and the other side are on the Alps. The name of the Alps are Alpi Marittime. So you're close to the area of Monaco, but you're close to the area of Tuscany. Very, very interesting area for investment. And now let's jump to Tuscany, and let's talk about Chianti and Florence. Antonella, stage is yours. Antonella.
Ciao everybody, it's a pleasure to introduce you to my city where I live, work and have fun. Florence is one of the most fascinating cities in the world, surrounded by the charming Tuscany countryside with its enchanting hills, famous for excellent olive oil, the Chianti wine, its beauty and much more. My name is Antonella Bonatti. I'm a real estate broker since 1988. And I was the first woman to found an international luxury real estate agency, Italhouse Immobiliare, in Greve in Chianti, where the delicious Chianti Classico wine comes from. Last year, I joined with pleasure the XP community for their cutting-edge technology, their vision, and the global connection they offer. I am very proud to be today the first Italian agent to have reached the cap, which means in XP, the turnover target that allows me to keep 100% of the commission. And of course, for my clients, to have the great advantage to get their properties a worldwide expanded visibility. So Florence has a strategic position between Milan and Rome, and is well connected with two international airports, one in town and the second one in Pisa, 1 hour away. Around Florence, you'll find the most important historical villas. The countryside between Florence and Siena is full of exclusive properties, luxury estates, It's converted into commercial investments as B&B, charming, really marked for short rentals and sale. If you are looking for exclusive location close to the city, you have to rent or to buy in the hills, which is the place to be. For commercial and residential investments around Florence, the Chianti is the most expensive area. So you may also explore the northern area, the Florentine countryside, around the Mugello International Racetrack, Mugello Circuit. Living in Florence means experience a renaissance of its own with contemporary art and design. The slide here shows the average real estate prices of residential properties in the city and in the countryside. Prices in the city are around 3,700 per square meter, depending on the location. Close to Ponte Vecchio or the Arno Riverside, the sale price can go up to 70,000 euro per square meter. Rentals are calculated as or monthly with a lower price, or short-term weekly with more expensive rates. The sale prices in the countryside are around 2,000, 5,000 euro per square meter. It depends if it's already restored or has to be restored. I invite you to choose a local expert like me who will select for you or your clients the best investment opportunities in town and in the country. Thanks for listening, and I will be so happy to see you soon in Tuscany.
Thank you so much. Antonella. Okay, let's keep in Tuscany, and now is the turn of another Antonella, but Antonella Carlucci, that she will talk about Siena.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Antonella Carlucci. I'm the owner of the First Class House Real Estate Agency, based in Siena, in Tuscany. I mainly connect with clients from abroad, particularly from Europe, US, Saudi Arabia, and Northern Italy. I offer my knowledge and support to those who seek the Tuscany dream, perhaps second home, surrounded by nature, a farmhouse, a cottage in the enchanting Tuscany countryside. We deal with a medium-high target of properties. For example, we deal with villas and historical buildings, farms and vineyards, ruins and estate in countryside, such as Chianti and Valdoccia area, and also with apartments in historical center of Siena and Florence, on the Versilia coast and on other localities. As example of this, we will see at the bottom right an elegant apartment in the center of Venice. The range of square meters prices of apartments and villas in the area of Siena start from 2,700 euros, while the highest is 4,500 euros. As for the area of Chianti, Valdoccia, the lowest price per square meters is 3,500 euros, while the highest is 5,000 euros. Thanks to a strong and close collaboration with the technicians and companies in the construction sector, we are able to offer customers a 360-degree service, a service with the range from research, design, construction, and potentially post-purchase management. I'm also the editor of magazine First Class Mag, with which we have always wanted to communicate to our customers our brand and our vision of beauty in all its forms, as art, luxury items, and magnificent real estate. First Class Mag is available in Italian, English, and French, and is distributed over all the world. It's my way to build an important collaboration at the same time as it presents a showcase for my colleagues to expose their work. Thank you for listening, and I hope we will be able to collaborate in the near future. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Antonella. Thank you so much for this nice presentation about Siena. What is the Palio of Siena? So now let's jump. We stay in Tuscany, but we move a little bit more close to the sea. Here we have Lorena, because Luca was busy today. Lorena is the assistant of Luca, and so she will talk about Lucca and Versilia. Lorena, please.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Dennis. I'm Lorena, and I'm from Luca Sighieri's team. We mainly work on the land of Lucca and Versilia, and I'll show you why they are the perfect lands we're buying home. I'll start by introducing Versilia, which is one of the most popular seaside and tourist destinations in Italy. It is nestled between Tyrrhenian coast and the chain of the Alpi Apuane. This means having both the mountains and the sea close by. It's a very popular destination thanks to the famous designer's boutique. It's really the perfect place for the fashion lovers and the summer meeting place for many celebrities. The coast has a wide choice of activities, promenades, restaurants, and really nice clubs, but is also the perfect place to relax and enjoy sports and shopping. Then some cities in the territory, in particular Pietrasanta, have focused on cultural tourism thanks to the strong presence of art. Versilia is full of properties of all kinds, from the luxurious villa with swimming pools in Forte dei Marmi, passing through the penthouses and apartments facing the sea in Lido di Camaiore e Viareggio, up to the beautiful inland farmhouses with splendid view of the sea or the surrounding hills. The Versilia housing market is mainly characterized by second home, from apartments to luxurious villa. And real estate represents a very interesting investment that guarantees high returns thanks to the tourist rental market. And customers are both Italians from Tuscany and Northern Italy, and foreigners mainly from Russia, Ukraine, USA, and Northern Europe. Lucca, in turn, is a typical Tuscan town. It's small but rich, with its particular churches, lively streets, and historic walls that surround it, which are very suggestive and allow you to have a lot of green space around. It's famous for the beautiful amphitheater, the botanical garden, the Guinigi Tower, and of course also for the composer Giacomo Puccini, who was born and raised here. It's a perfect location to buy home thanks to the lower prices per meter than in other Tuscany cities as Florence or Pisa. So it's a great investment, also thanks to the excellent income that can be obtained with tourist rentals. Lucca stands out for its tranquility. Also, there are also great events which bring further tourism to the city, such as the biggest exhibition of comics in Europe or Lucca Summer Festival. And Lucca's market is characterized by a lot of beautiful apartments in historical buildings in the old town, and by villas and rustic houses on the hills, which are very close to the city center. The customers, both Italian and foreigner, choose Lucca as a place to live and sometimes also as a second home. So thank you for listening, and for any question, we are at your disposal.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Lorena. So let's move to the capital. Let's move to Rome, and here we have on the stage Armando Sacco.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for taking your time to come and visit us today. My name is Armando Sacco, and I'm a realtor active in the Rome area since 1991, and I recently had spent 7 years as an agent in Toronto and decided to return to Italy just 2 years ago. Today, I want to cover for you the Roman real estate market. When buying in Rome, usually you just don't buy real estate. You also buy, it could happen that you also buy a piece of Roman history. So, as you can see, I can cover almost any kind of request, but why is it now the right moment to invest in Rome? When looking at the real estate trends, we have seen that from 2012 to 2020, the real estate prices had lost 30%, and their negative peak was hit on March 2020. Comparing the first quarter of 2022 with the first quarter of 2021, the market has picked up momentum, gaining 12%. And according to the data provided to us by the revenue agency, sales have increased and almost doubled 2020. And when compared with a pre-corona period in 2019, we have a plus 15%. Real estate prices in Rome are spread on a wide range spectrum, starting from as low as 1,700 euro per square meter, which for who's here from North America, which translates into approximately $160 per square foot in the suburbs, all the way up to 7,500 euro per square meter, which is approximately $700 per square foot in the historical center of Rome. In some specific historical real estate assets, although, we can get all the way up to 15,000 euro per square meter, which translated almost about $1,400 per square foot. Great neighborhoods as Parioli, Trastevere, Borgo, they range in the 5,000 to 5,500 euro per square meter. Imagine something like 460, 510 US dollars per square foot. And also the excellent neighborhood of Aventino, Caracalla, and San Saba, they hover around the 6,800 euro per square meter, which translates into 630 euro per square foot. This is just to give you an idea of how wide and how the Roman market is composed. Why should an investor look at Rome when thinking of an international investment? Well, Rome will be hosting two important events that will generate combined 200,000 new jobs, 45 billion euro in new business, public transit system will be improved with new subway stations, and a steady flow of public funds will be spent to provide the city with new infrastructure. These two events are specifically the 2025 Holy Jubilee and the 2030 Rome World Expo. This is an unprecedented opportunity to look at investments in Rome. Just yesterday and also today on the major economical newspapers in Italy, there are some articles about the luxury hotel chains that are moving into town. They're buying big assets. Maybe you've heard about Bill Gates buying Palazzo Marino, a 300 million euro investment. So at this moment, for investors in the room, we have opportunities that range from hospitality to industrial and from retail to land. We cover both residential and commercial real estate. And if you are interested in knowing more about investing in Rome, feel free to reach out. And me and my EXP team and I will be happy to assist you in any real estate decision. Thank you for all your kind attention. And remember, when you're in Rome, do like the Romans do. And what is it that the Romans do? They invest in real estate. Thank you very much. See you in Rome.
Thank you, Armando. Here, Donna, no, she was late with a contract today, so that's I will talk about something about Puglia. So, as you see here about the chart and especially the pictures of the bottom, Puglia is an amazing area in the south of Italy. And as you see, the average price starts from 1,400 euros per square meter up to 4,000 euros. So it's absolutely not expensive to respect other areas on seafront and seaside in Italy, especially the beautiful sea that is in Puglia. The top foreign nationalities that come about clients, we have US, UK, France, Germany. These are young retirees looking for the adventure, freedom, and lower tax burden on their global income. And typical properties that they are looking for are historical apartments, rustic houses, villas, and truly, as you see the second picture on the bottom, that are typical old houses on that area. Puglia absolutely is a region that all Europe know very well, and US too, and many important and famous VIP in the world they enjoy during the summer. They enjoy Puglia. Okay, let's continue to the south and let's move to Sicily with Samantha. Stage is yours, Samantha.
Yes, thank you, Dennis. Hello, everybody. I'm Samantha Spadaro. I live and work in Sicily. And today I want to talk to you about this wonderful island. Sicily is the largest island in the Mediterranean Sea and the largest Italian region. It has 5 million inhabitants and its capital city is Palermo. Sicily has a rich and unique culture, especially with regard to the art, music, literature, cuisine, and architecture. It is also home to important archaeological and ancient sites. Sicily's sunny and dry climate, cuisine, history, and architecture attract many tourists from mainland Italy and abroad. The appeal of Sicily is timeless. This is, of course, makes owning a property on the island a lifetime investment and one that can keep reap dividends. There is a wide range of property types on sale in Sicily. So buyers can choose from abandoned homes in small villages, which can be bought for €1, provided that one renovates within 3 years and uses local labor. Or it can choose mansions with many comforts and with masses of land overlooking the sea. But there are also those who prefer to buy an apartment in the old town. However, coastal areas are where the majority of Americans, Germans, and other foreigners want to buy a property because of the increased potential to rent their Sicilian real estate investment. The most popular coastal town with overseas visitors and buyers is undoubtedly Taormina. So eastern and southeastern Sicily is where the majority of overseas investors head to. So property buyers can enjoy great value for money when purchasing a Sicilian house. This depends also on the cost of living that is relatively low. Sicily is an appealing location in many aspects. So if it feels right for the buyer, a property purchase could provide a good investment and a great place for a holiday home or a permanent home for the start of a new life abroad. So I'm waiting for you in Sicily and thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much, Samantha. So I just want to tell you that if you need to see better, to watch better the slides, you can just click on the slide and then zoom so you have full screen to see all the slides here. So let's talk about Sardinia, the last region for today, then we have a lot of information more. And so the average price of Sardinia is the second main island, of course, of Italy. And the average price in the south and plus part of the northwest normally is around €2,000 per square meter. But in the northeast, we start from €6,000 per square meter up to 20,000 and more sometimes about villas that are waterfront. So the majority of the clients comes from US, from Germany, from France, from UK, and other foreign citizens, Switzerland too, Belgium. They wish to buy a property in Sardinia for holidays normally, and as all season second home. Sardinia need to keep attention about this. Is a blue zone. Blue zone is a geographical area where the population lives a considerably longer, healthier, and happier life. Sardinia is one of the 5, only one of the 5 recognized blue zone around the globe, and is the one with the largest male population exceeding 100 years of life. Sardinia is really a paradise. Typical properties from all the typical homes in small villages normally to amazing waterfront villas. So every kind of property you can find in Sardinia, depends the budget, depends how long you will stay, and the purpose on the investment. So let's talk now on the last one about residential. Samantha mentioned €1 houses. So I want to give you an overview of the houses that you can buy in Italy for €1, that all the XP agents can support you and give you all the advice to do it, to purchase that. So €1 houses are usually privately owned. The owners often want to get rid of them so as not to pay taxes and flounces. We're talking mostly about dilapidated or old properties in need of renovation. In some cases, we also talk about houses built during the 80s and 90s. These need less extensive renewals, as you can think. How does the process of purchase of €1 houses? So the local municipal administration promote the project and guarantees the regularity of the sale, which always take place between private citizens. Okay, so in this case, EXP agents can follow you in all this process. There are commitments that the buyer of €1 houses must guarantee the following action. Plan of restructuring and revaluation of the project, so usually within 1 year after the purchase need to do. So support notarial fees for registration. Once you have all the permits to build on renovation, start the work within the time frame decided by the municipality, and to guarantee the correct execution of the works by the buyer, the municipality asks to take out a security policy of from €1,000 up to €5,000. The policy expires after the end of the completed works, usually within 3 years. So as you can see in the chart on the map of Italy, the most concentration of these houses of €1 is based in Sicily, in Calabria, in Campania, so around Napoli, something Central Europe, something in Sardinia, something on the north. Okay, so all the XP agents assist you in all the searching and purchasing process. Let's move to talk about an overview on the commercial part. Andrea, it's your time, please.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Garretta. I am an XP Italy onboarding specialist, and I also specialize as a real estate agent in the non-residential market, specifically in logistic investment. For this reason, I would share with you some quick information about the non-residential Italy real estate market. The first half of the year was a rather turbulent time for the world. In this situation, some countries that ended up in the midst of domestic political turmoil, such as United Kingdom and Italy. The war in Ukraine, geopolitical turmoil, energy crisis, rising inflation, and tightening the central bank's policies have raised fears of a recession for the global economy. For real estate, it means that the low-rate environment is a thing of the past, and investors and banks are preparing for a no negative interest rate scenario for the coming month. But it will be a story for the next part of the year, while the first half of this year ended with a positive results, both for the economy and for the real estate sector. The Italian economy grows solidly in the first half of the 2022. GDP increased slightly in the first quarter and accelerated in the second part of the first half, up to 4.7% year-on-year, according to the recent Bank of Italy data. Overall, the real estate sector continued its run in the first half of the 2022, with the occupier and investment market performing well. Investment volumes stood at about 6.1 billion euros, more than a double at the same period of the last year, and 70% from 2019. This is the highest first half of the year ever, confirming the high interest in the market. Capital flow for real estate are still robust, but the new higher rates environment will add a cautious in the second half of this year. Please, other slide. The gradual recovery of tourism has supported these results. and is fueling confidence in the hotel real estate sector, which recorded nearly 1 billion investment in the first half of the 2022, up 68% from the same period of the last year, and up 5% from the average of the past 6 years, including the record half year of the 2019. Hotel operators, as well as investors, confirm Italy as one of the top targets. In fact, despite the winds of war and the economic crisis, tourism is on the upswing in the 2022, as evidenced by packed train and planes. Along with the tourism, hotel real estate is also growing, which was already in a positive phase before COVID. Other slide, please. The office market recorded the external absorption values both in Milan and Rome, well above pre-pandemic levels. In particular, Milan recorded a 48% increase over the same period of the last year, while in Rome, the figures were about 5% higher than the previous year's volumes. Quality for people and environment combined with efficiency are the main drivers for companies looking for a space. Consumers are gradually returning to a normal life, living with the virus and adapting their behavior to the new headwinds of rising cost of living. Revenue sales improved in April and May, while footfall continued to be below 2019 levels. Other slide, please. The rapid rise in interest rates offset the improvement in fundamentals, and investors continue to be selective about retail, which about 400 million invested in the first half of the year, better than last year. Nevertheless, the current level of return in the shopping center sector present a relative premium over other real estate sector and bonds. Fundraising for opportunistic and value-added strategies could create some opportunities in the coming month. Other slide. On the other side of this change, consumer behavior is a transformation of the logistic and distribution chain. That is driving for the strong growth in the real estate. A new record for the investment volume in the first half of the year, with 1.8 billion euros, the highest ever. This followed by the demand for a space within 1.5 million square meters absorbed, up to 21% from the same period of the last year. Overall, we are entering in the second half of the 2022 with the solid fundamentals for the real estate sector. Rising interest rates could pose a threat for the real estate market in the future, making it more difficult for investors to access finance. Banks have already raised the cost of debt. Despite this, the growth part of the sector in Italy towards maturity does not stop. Milan is still the most covered market by investors, recording an increase in investment of 75%. In the first half of the year, 22% compared the same period of the last year to 1.8 billion euros, while Rome recorded an investment of 1 billion euros in the first half of the year, a huge increase compared to the 143 million euros in the last year. The target of an ever increase and selected number of global investors is confirmed. Investors, both core or opportunistic, are still active. They accelerated the closing of their ongoing deals before taking a break to think about new strategies to align with the higher rate environment and the needs of the new market. Their approach will be more cautious, underwriting more prudent, and the business plan will be updated with the contingent data. The second half of the year will be different from what we were used to, but the market will continue to move forward. Thanks for your attention.
Amazing, Andrea. Thank you so much. Let's go quick on some data that I just want to tell you that as I answer in the chat that to all the participants, Agency XP, they will find all the slides in our XP group chat, XP Italy referrals. So you can find everything there, the PDF of these slides. Anyway, to all the agents in Italy and clients that they register to get the link today, they will send the registration of today of the video and the slides. So I go quickly about the purchase taxes. In Italy, depends if you buy from a private individual or from a company. Basically, like second home, you go from 9% of registration tax calculated on the cadastral value, plus other 250 and 50 euros for the cadastral tax and mortgage tax. In case if you buy from a construction company, normally you pay 10% of VAT calculated on the price, on the selling price, plus registration, cadastral, and mortgage taxes, 200 euro is each one. Let's talk about the two flat tax that are in Italy. One is for high net worth individual, so new residents. If the client is high net worth individual and they want to transfer their tax residence in Italy, they can apply substitute tax for their foreign income equal to 100,000 euro per each tax year. And this works for 15 years. And for the application of this can be extended the family members by applying a substitute tax of 25,000 per member to foreign income. So that's in this case you can have access to this regime like new residents in Italy who have not been fiscally resident for at least 9 years out of the 10 years prior to their transfer to Italy. So it's very, very interesting. And another one, very, very interesting, especially if you for US, from Germans and so on, that is the flat tax for foreign pensioners. In this case, if you want to transfer the tax residence to Italy in the regions of Sicily, we are, like I speak, Calabria, Sardinia, Campania, Basilicata, Abruzzo, Molise, and Puglia, with the cities or villages with a population not exceeding to 20,000 inhabitants. In this case, the benefit is that the individuals can benefit from an optional tax regime, which permits the application of substitute tax of the income of individuals with a rate of 7% to any category of income produced abroad. Not just for pension, for every category. And for each of the 9 tax periods of validity of the option. So for 9 years, you have this kind of flat tax for pension. I think that you can buy a house from €1 and plus you can have this kind of flat tax. It's very, very interesting for living in the south. Okay, let's talk about referrals for XP Global. Normally in Italy, the agents in Italy have the right to get a double fee, double commission. So depends the value of the property, depends the uses that you have in the local. But from the sellers and buyers, we start from 2% up to 5%. This is the average of the commission that is asked. And about the referral fee, is generally from 20 to 30% of the referral client, seller or buyer. So we finished for today. So we'll be very happy if there are some questions from you. Here we are to answer. Se avete delle informazioni, delle domande da fare a noi per XP, poi vi diamo tutti i dati, oppure per la presentazione di oggi. Here you can find our website, our email, our number telephone, and for XP agents, you can find all the information from Italy and fine agents in XP Italy Referrals Work Chat Group and XP Italy Amusement Work Chat Group, where we will post the PDF file as soon as we finish this webinar today. So you can switch on the mic and potete accendere i microfoni per coloro che hanno intenzione di fare qualche domanda. Ben volentieri possiamo rispondere. Prego Ferdinando, suppongo. C'è un microfono, Ferdi C. C'è una domanda per noi, Ferdinando?
Sì, caro, scusami, all'inizio non riuscivo a connettermi, forse qualche problema anche durante. Ma forse tu l'hai già spiegato, ma tutto è solo in inglese?
Oggi l'abbiamo fatto in inglese, ci sono tutte le slide, però per ricevere tutte le informazioni possiamo dopo fornirle in italiano. Oggi la presentazione era internazionale per tutti gli agenti XP nel mondo e poi la presentazione, ovviamente, il webinar di XP è questa sera alle ore 18, che possono andare tranquillamente.
La presentazione come l'abbiamo già vista in italiano io e te.
Questa era la presentazione del mercato immobiliare, la presentazione del webinar italiano di XP è questa sera alle 6, come l'hai già vista, sì.
Ok, scusa.
Ok, prego. Ok, Darcy Davis, we will see who is coming now. I don't have, I cannot tell you exactly the numbers that will come. So I had another, Rosemary.
Yes,
or Rosemary, sorry.
It's okay.
Good morning.
Okay. Buongiorno.
Buongiorno.
My question has to do with the €1 homes in Sicily. Of course, we hear about that all the time here in the U.S. and especially in the New York area where we have a lot of Italian immigrants. So I understand that you must use local construction talent and whatnot. Do you have to retain the property as a primary owner for a certain period of time before you can sell it?
Well, basically depends for about every municipality. The system works in this way. The municipality has to send a letter to all the people that have closed house and old house, and they sell if they want to sell for €1 houses. This to facilitate what normally are in villages, very nice villages, but without population. So what's happened? This is a way to create incoming and to make attraction all in these areas. And what's happened? These owners that are in the other area of the south, but in the north is the same for €1 house, are owners that are not using there. They are just paying taxes, and so they are not interested. So they don't have in terms of prices or investments, so interest or they follow so much. So only if they sell for €1. And every municipality, they decide if there could be some limitations in keeping and then to resell. Basically, the focus and the target of the municipality is to create incoming and attraction of new people and to renovate these houses to avoid that maybe they fall down because no one make maintenance.
I see.
So that's it. There are very nice villages, small villages in Sicily, in Campania, but very close to the sea. Very close could be just 20 minutes or maximum 30 minutes by car. So it's nothing in New York, I think 50 minutes by car.
Yes, that's correct.
Exactly. So that is very important because for what Italians maybe are a lot of kilometers, it's just basically just some minutes by car. So that is interesting. And in EXP, we created a group that work about this, I can say like fashion capsule collection. So talking about these characteristics of houses to facilitate owners to sell and to improve, to create more attraction in these small villages, but really are very, very nice areas.
So how can I?
So I cannot say that is a law. Sorry, Rosemary, is a law that is equal for every municipality. Every municipality decide the rules and the rules that about this.
And you say you have a list of this information, or I have?
Yeah, depends. Yes, it depends where you want. We step by step we are in touch with all the municipalities that they have this kind of properties, And so depending where you are interested in, we talk with them and we give you all the information then.
Excellent. Okay, thank you very much for that, Dennis. Grazie.
Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, somebody else. Okay. About Teddy, wanted to know the restoration. Yes, normally it's 1,000, from 1,000 up to 2,000 per square meter, depends how much you have to do the restoration, and depends the quality and the level that you want to have then in the house. So that's normally started from the price, depends the condition of the houses. Thank you so much for this first meeting on the metaverse B2C and frame of EXP.